Good morning, youth. I hope you guys are doing well. This is your midweek encouragement video. I'm going to dive right in, and then I'm going to give you some information about fun things coming up this week. We're in Proverbs chapter 10. We're going to be starting in verse 12. And in this section, the teacher is giving a kind of a compare and contrast again between wisdom and folly or wickedness. And the goal of doing so is to help the reader and the audience, us, to value wisdom over wickedness. So it says in Proverbs 10, starting in verse 12, hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is their ruin. The wage of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. Whoever heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof leads others astray. So again, the teacher is giving these comparisons of wisdom and wickedness in an attempt to motivate us to choose wisdom. First in verse 13, where the words, the wise are regarded for their words of wisdom, the wicked are despised and receive discipline. They have to be corrected. And that's seen in verse 13. The wise grow in knowledge. A person who is wise, when they receive knowledge, they take it to heart and they try to apply it to their lives, and then they try to grow in it. They try to gain more of it and make themselves better. Whereas the wicked, they ruin things with their words. They don't think they need knowledge, and so they try to add to the situation and they make it worse. Verses 14 and 15, I think, really should be understood together. Or 15 and 16, should be understood together. That the rich here are equated with a person who in 16 it says the wage of the righteous. So this is not a person who just is rich and is abusing it. And this is a person who's worked hard. They've received a wage and they're trying to do it right. And it says that the person who has wealth from this, their wealth is a strong city because it's based on a foundation of hard work. Whereas the one who is in poverty here, notice it calls theirs the gain in verse 16. These are people who are maybe just trying to get around and sneak around the edges of getting money and getting the resources they need. They're not willing to put in the hard work. And Proverbs says that putting in the hard work is worth it because it can change that poverty situation for a person. Those who listen to wisdom, it says that they keep on the good path, a path to life. Where those who reject wisdom, it says that they not only are on their way to ruin, but they lead others astray in verse 17. And two things I want to note as I close this. First, these are general guidance. These are not always going to prove to be the way things work out. There's going to be times where we're going to look at this and I know people who are the most wicked, corrupt people who have gotten rich, and they didn't work a day in their lives, and that is a reality. But the point of Proverbs is to tell us that generally, in a world where the things of God are valued, these things will prove generally true in most cases. The second thing I want to leave you with is the beginning of this section is kind of like a summary of the whole thing. And it says, hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. And I want to encourage you guys, as you think about this value of wisdom in comparison to wickedness, I want to encourage you to choose that love. It can be tempting to, especially when you are met with information and things that are troubling, to respond in hatred. When you disagree, or even if somebody has done something awful and to respond in hatred, I would encourage you to practice and try to pray about and try to focus on how we can respond to even bad circumstances with love. Because it says that somehow love covers all offenses. Couple of really fun things this week. We have the National Day of Prayer is tomorrow. And if you are wanting to pray, there's multiple opportunities all over town. I'm going to be posting something on social media for you guys to see about that. But if you would like to pray at Eastside is hosting their time of prayer, I want to say 2 p.m. tomorrow. And then if you would like, we're going to gather at the courthouse at 6 p.m. for an all Albany corporate prayer. And it's going to be a good time. It might not be the most high energy party type feel, but it is going to be a time to see the church come together. So I hope you guys can make it out to that. And last thing, Friday is game night. Bring your favorite game to enjoy. We're gonna have pizza, and I got a bunch of drinks for y'all. And it's a good time to spend time with folks outside of youth group. So come Friday, be there, ready to have a good time. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Love y'all. We'll see you soon.